Hello there and welcome to another interesting segment of the newspaper review, and I must tell you that it feels so good to have you join me on yet another interesting segment of the newspaper review right here on TAF TV. My name remains Cyril Aloysius, and in a short while we'll be going on a short break. And when we come back, all of the interesting headlines in today's papers will be coming your way. Please do not go away, just stay tuned. We'll be back after the short break.
Hey there! Are you looking to record your videos, do your voiceovers, and take your professional pictures? Look no further. With our state-of-the-art newsroom, photography, kitchen for our food content creators, and exclusive children's studio, we certainly can deliver the best studio experience. Our carefully designed studio space can bring your diverse creative content ideas to life. We aim to consistently serve value to our customers far and wide. Come, let Tharv Media give life to your dreams. Tharv Media, a slice of infotainment.
Okay, you're welcome back to join me from that short break and taking a look at the first paper for today. We shall be looking at The Nation, and amongst the headlines in The Nation we have What Tinubu Told APC Screening Panel by Aid. What Tinubu Told APC Screening Panel by Aid. Okay, and on page 3 of The Nation, we have EFCC charges Okorocha with 2.9 billion naira fraud. Senator files 1 billion naira suit. EFCC charges Okorocha with 2.9 billion naira fraud. Senator files 1 billion naira suit. Okay, that's on page 3. And on page 8 of The Nation, we have Titan Trust completes acquisition of Union Bank. Titan Trust completes acquisition of Union Bank. That's on page 8 of The Nation. And on page 4, we have Why I Visited Wike, Saraki, Tambuwal by Atiku. Why I Visited Wike, Saraki and Tambuwal by Atiku. That's on page 4. And on page 5, we have Peter Obi picks Labour Party presidential ticket. Peter Obi picks Labour Party presidential ticket. That's on page 5 of The Nation. And lastly, in The Nation, we have Governor Wike slams PDP South governors for betraying him. Wike slams PDP South governors for betraying him. Governor faults party over Tambuwal. Governor faults party over Tambuwal. Okay, that's the much we can take in The Nation for today. You want more details on those headlines? Do get a copy of The Nation for yourself. And the next paper we shall be looking at is The Daily Sun. And amongst the headlines in The Daily Sun, we have Atiku's emergence in PDP unsettles APC. Atiku's emergence in PDP unsettles APC. Says ruling party changes plans. Zeros in on northern candidate as counterforce. Atiku's emergence in PDP unsettles APC. Ruling party changes plans. Zeros in on northern candidate as counterforce. That's on page 9 of the Daily Sun. And on page 26, we have Governor Onyetola releases 1.1 billion naira for pensioners. Governor Onyetola releases 1.1 billion naira for pensioners. That's on page 26 of the Daily Sun. And on page 6 and 7 of the Daily Sun, we have APC screens Tinubu, Umahi, Amechi, Onu, Bakare, others. Jonathan Unstoppable insists campaigners. APC screens Tinubu, Umahi, Amechi, Onu, Bakare, and others. Says Jonathan Unstoppable insists campaigners. That's on page 6 and 7 of the Daily Sun. And on page 4 of Daily Sun, we have gunmen attack Anambra TV station. Set vehicles building ablaze. Gunmen attack Anambra TV station. Set vehicles and building ablaze. That's on page 4. And lastly, in Daily Sun, we have PDP presidential candidate woos Wike, Saraki, and others. PDP presidential candidate woos Wike, Saraki, and others. BOT chairman applauds Atiku's emergence. Harps on choice of running mate. That's on page 6 of the Daily Sun. Okay, that's the much we can take in the Daily Sun for today. And taking you straight now to our next and last paper, we shall be looking at the Punch. And amongst the headlines in the Punch, we have presidential primary screening. Presidential primary screening. APC questions Tinubu, Umahi, Bakare, others on foreign citizenship. Consensus, that's on page 2 of the Punch. And on page 8 of the Punch, we have Obi would have been my presidential running mate. That's according to Kwankwaso. Kwankwaso is saying in page 8, he says, Obi would have been my presidential running mate. Okay, and on page 4 and 5, we have Lagos sergeant killed by inspector husband with sword. That's according to Widow on page 4 and 5 of the Punch. And next, in page 15, we have discourse, GenCos, others. Revenue shortfall rises to 1.6 trillion naira. Discourse, GenCos, others revenue shortfall rises to 1.6 trillion naira. That's on page 15. And next, on page 27, we have Methodist prelate. Others regain freedom 24 hours after abduction. Methodist prelate, others regain freedom 24 hours after abduction. Okay, that's on page 27. And lastly, in the Punch, we have I can't be second-class citizen, says Wike. Atiku begins reconciliation. I can't be second-class citizen, says Wike. Atiku begins reconciliation. That's on page 2 of the Punch. Okay, that's the much we can take in the newspaper headline for today. Thank you so much for sticking there and being faithful to your screen up to this time. But right about now, it's time for us to move straight to our discussion segment. Before we do that, we'll go on another short break. And when we come back, we'll take you to the discussions for today. Please stay tuned.
Have you registered for your permanent voter's card? I mean, your PVC. There is a Nigeria we all seek, a place where love, peace, security, and unity can reign supreme.
Waste no time. We want a country where peace and justice will be the order of the day.
Unfortunately, there's a problem. One big challenge this generation has to solve.
Our country cries for help every day. We need able and capable hands to lead and direct.
These capable hands can be you. Have you gotten your PVC? Have you registered for the ongoing voting process? Don't say your vote does not count. Yes, it does.
Have you gotten your PVC? Your apathy towards Nigeria's electioneering process will further inhibit our collective growth and development as a nation. Your refusal to participate and engage will keep us at a standstill. So be intentional.
I have my PVC. Your votes, your voice would go a long way in preventing absolute destruction of this country and the future of our children, the hope of tomorrow.
The 2023 Nigerian elections are just around the corner. Go out and get heard. Don't forget, your vote, your voice.
This message is proudly brought to you by Thav Media Limited. Okay, you're welcome back from that short break, and joining me in today's discussion segment is one of the very popular faces here, Mr. Sonny Gomorai. Mr. Sonny Gomorai, you're welcome to join me on the show today.
Good morning.
All right, Mr. Sonny, we'll be taking a look at one of the major headlines in the papers for today. That particular headline is in The Nation and it is in The Punch. And that headline is about our very young governor, Governor Wike, Nyesom Wike. So I would like to know your take on the governor slamming the PDP South governors for betraying him in the primaries.
In politics, we all know it's a game of interest. And before the primaries, you know, Wike has had altercation with most of the governors here in the South. So what do you think? So I don't think it was going to be in his favor, even though you could see from the primaries the way the whole thing was going that he was almost winning the primary before Tambuwa came on the podium the second time to speak, and said he was giving his vote to Atiku Abubakar. And to an extent, I felt that because today I was reading Wike's speech, on the betrayal thing and how he felt that the Southern governors then ganged up against him. And I felt that he has a case if he wants to contest it in court.
You feel so?
Yes, I feel he has a very good case if he wants to
Why
contest it.
why do you feel so?
Yes, because they had a procedure for the primaries which they never kept, from what he said. If you read his speech, so and from what I read this morning, you could just see that he just wants the party to stay together and move on and support whoever wins, and so that they don't have the same breakouts they have some years before the new PDP, the old PDP saga, and that could also affect their chances of reclaiming the presidential ticket in 2020. So I didn't see him having friends, and in politics, someone can be laughing with you, and the next thing he's doing something different. So he should not be surprised, because he's also a player in this game.
Okay, so him not having friends, do you see it as should I say one of his greatest undoing in the primaries?
No, you can see that Wike is a very outspoken person, and normally, even outside politics, if you are somebody that is outspoken, you tend to have a lot of rivalries. You tend to have a lot of people don't like you, maybe because you're vocal. So and you should also know that in politics there are no permanent friends, So anytime you're moving in the area of interest, and that is what just happened in the primaries.
Okay, given what happened in the primaries, do you think it has anything to do with him saying that he can't be a second-class citizen?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if they're lobbying him to be vice or anything.
That particular headline is on the Punch, where he's saying, I can't be a second-class citizen. And Atiku begins a reconciliation.
Yes, because he has always said he wants to be president. So everybody have choices.
Okay. So thank you so much, Mr. Sonny Gomorai, for your thoughts on the show today. We really do appreciate your time. Thank you so much. And unfortunately, this is where we have to call it a wrap in today's segment of the newspaper review. And as for you who has been faithful to your screen, thank you so much. Without you, we would not be here. And please do not forget that you can also be a part of this discussion. Just in case you have questions on some of the headlines that you feel you want to ask, you could drop your questions or your suggestions in the comment section of any of our social media handles. Okay, and please do want to subscribe to our channel and follow us on all our social media platforms. On YouTube, we are TAF TV. On Instagram, we are TAF TV_edgy. On Facebook, we are TAF TV. And on Twitter, we are TAF TV. Thank you so much once again. My name remains Cyril Aloysius. And until I come your way again next time, it's bye-bye for now.